In this video, I'm going to be giving you 5 simple steps to write a business plan in just an hour. I believe if you go to work with some key questions and with a basic financial prediction model, you can get your business plan 90% finished. And that then will allow you to not only evaluate whether your business idea is a good idea and where it needs to refining, but it will help you to figure out the all important next steps and the things that you will need in order to get closer to launching your business. I've seen many entrepreneurs who spend weeks and even months to build this perfect detailed business plan, and many of them get stuck along the way and even end up not launching their business because they're not finishing this big job of writing a business plan. I just want to make a disclaimer here that the type of business plan that I'm talking about is a basic starter business plan. Often people believe that there is sort of one recipe for the perfect business plan and the sort of 50-page report, but actually a business plan really needs to suit the need of the business and the phase of the business where you're at as well. So the business plan and the questions that I'm going to be presenting to you today is one that will really help you evaluate what next steps to take, what you need, and where your business idea needs some refining. We are going to be looking at 5 key aspects of your business. 4 of those are different elements where you'll answer some questions. And in the 5th element, you're going to be zooming in on the projected financials of your business. But for this 5th element, I've made a template which you can find in the description below. But let's jump into the 4 first aspects. So in the first aspect that you're going to be zooming in is really just a summary of your company. Here, the goal is for you to write out what you are wanting to build. What is the vision of your company? Why do you want to exist? By answering this question, this will also help you communicate to others why you are building the business that you are building and what your real reason is for launching this business. Moving on from the company, the second element we're going to be zooming in on is your product or service. Here, you really want to describe in as much detail as possible what it really is that you want to go and put on the market. What is it that you want to deliver to your client? Really key here is to think of some details. For example, do you want to deliver a very high-end product, or do you want to focus on more price-conscious customers? So try and really think of those elements that will then change how you go on and how you market and operate and launch your business. Moving on from the product and service, we're going to look at the marketing element, and you're basically going to look at who will my customer be, how will I find them, and how will they find me. So here you're going to do some brainstorming about different ways that you can reach your customer. Is it going to be social media marketing? Is it going to be direct marketing? Are you going to rely a lot on word of mouth? Are you going to be needing a website? How are you going to profile yourself in light of what you already decided that you want to deliver to your client and who your client is going to be? The 4th aspect of your business that you are going to be zooming in on is the operational element. And this is basically for you to write out what the day-to-day running of your business will look like, and also who or what you will be needing for that. So for example, who's going to be taking care of the financial management, who's going to be interacting with the customer, what's our supply chain going to look like, and things like that. After zooming in on those first 4 elements, it's time to look at the financials of your business. Now, I know for so many people, for so many entrepreneurs, this is often the most daunting part of a business plan, but it really doesn't have to be. The best advice I can give you here is just to follow a simple template. You can find mine in the description below, and it's basically just a 12-month profit and loss prediction. So what that means is you're basically going to look at your business over the next 12 months and basically predict what some of the costs are that you're going to incur, but also what are the income levels that you are going to have. And based on those different ingredients, it will then calculate for you, how you are on track to make money and to make a profit. The first element you will look at will be your income. So you're basically going to make a prediction of how much income you will have, how many sales you will make. Sometimes this comes out of one product or service, or sometimes it will be a combination of different products or services that you will sell. The second element is what we call your direct cost. And basically in your direct cost, you're going to be looking at costs that are directly related to what you are selling. For example, if you are selling t-shirts, then the cost price for you to buy those t-shirts from your supplier will go into your direct cost. If you are offering a cleaning service to people and you have other people that you subcontract those hours to, those subcontracted hours will go into your direct cost. If you take your income and then you subtract your direct cost, you get what we call your gross profit. Now, your gross profit, very important to note, will not be the profit that you will have as a company. We get this much later once we've had a look at our indirect costs, also often called our overheads or our expenses. Here we are looking at very real costs that we have as a company, but they're not as closely related to, they're not directly related to our sales. Simple examples here, it can be if you have someone on the payroll that you have to pay monthly, if you are renting an office, if you are paying for internet, if you've got certain subscriptions for software and things like that. The key with your expenses is really to try and be as complete as possible. So really try and think of all the expenses that are related to your business. Sometimes when you start out as an entrepreneur, you're working from home, you're using the internet at home and things like that. And so the temptation would be to just not put that in the financial plan. And although there's nothing wrong with just using your private internet, it can be helpful to just from the start make an estimation of all the costs that are actually costs of your business, because it helps you determine what the real profitability of your business is. Once those three elements of income, direct cost, and indirect cost come together in your financial template, it will basically give you the estimated profit or loss of your business. And this can help you decide whether your business will be viable or whether some of the different elements in that financial business plan need some tweaking. I want to leave you with my top 3 tips to make a business plan. And the first one is don't be afraid to estimate. So oftentimes I've heard people with business ideas say, well, I don't know how much I'm going to sell and I don't know how much things are going to cost. So what's the point really of making a financial plan or making a business plan? But I so often see that doing the exercise of making the estimate will help you to find out the information that you need. And this doesn't mean that your estimates need to be perfect. You'll adjust them on the way. Your business plan will be an evolving document that you will go to work with. And as you trial things and as you find out more things, you'll be able to get closer to the reality with your estimates, but you have to start somewhere. My second top tip is find a business plan buddy. And what I mean by this is basically once you've invested some time, once you've written a business plan, you've made your financial projections, go and share that with someone that you trust, maybe someone that has some experience in the field and that can give you some feedback, because that can help you then invite some critical thoughts, invite some feedback into the estimations that you've made, into the answers that you've given to your questions, and it can help you refine your business ideas and refine the next steps that you need to take. My third and final tip is also what I opened this video with. It's the message of keep it simple. So oftentimes we can get lost in detail, we can get lost in unknowns, but if you keep your business plan simple, you give some simple answers, you just think critically about the business that you want to start, this will give your business plan real power to launch you into your next season. I want to challenge you, if you have a business idea, why not make a business plan with this template in just 1 hour? If you've enjoyed the content, please give this video a like. If you've got any questions, make sure to pop them into the comments and subscribe to keep up to date with more entrepreneurial content to come. I'll see you in my next one.